Chosen ones, welcome to the Starseer channel. This is not just a video, this is a call to your soul. If you are here, it is not a coincidence. Chosen ones, have you ever felt a pull deep within your soul that you cannot explain? It was as if a silent whisper of the universe was pointing you to a far greater destiny beyond ordinary life. This day, the day the chosen ones ascended, was recorded as a turning point that changed the course of history. These extraordinary beings emerged woven from a divine fabric of spiritual and metaphysical significance, and their presence is here to transform the very essence of human life. The coming of the chosen ones was long anticipated in the old prophecies that were whispered by sages and seers throughout the ages. The emergence of enlightened people who would lead mankind through its darkest moments and into a new era of enlightenment was prophesied by texts like the Book of Revelation and Nostradamus's mysterious quatrains. Imagine these predictions creating vivid images of celestial creatures descending from the sky, with celestial occurrences and apocalyptic catastrophes signaling their arrival. You see, in his mysterious lines, Nostradamus predicted that the world would descend into anarchy and that only those with heavenly might and wisdom would be able to save it. The return of Elijah and the prophecy of the 144,000 in the Book of Revelation are two events that captivate believers and are found in the hallowed pages of biblical stories. It was predicted that Elijah, the prophet who rode up to heaven in a chariot of fire, would return before the Lord's great and terrible day. A turning point in human history, this return would be a heavenly intervention to bring righteousness back and guide the faithful toward salvation. The appearance of the 144,000 chosen ones, who are identified by a seal of supernatural protection, is further explained in the Book of Revelation. These people chosen from among Israel's 12 tribes are meant to serve as guiding lights of wisdom and hope for humanity during the end times. They have a responsibility to guide people into a new age of enlightenment and spiritual awakening in addition to surviving the hardships. With their significance reverberating through the ages, these biblical tales, which are rich in symbolism and prophecy, give you a roadmap for the coming of the chosen ones. The arrival of Kalki, the 10th manifestation of Vishnu in Hindu mythology, is predicted in the extensive collection of mythical stories. These old myths state that Kalki will manifest at the conclusion of the Kali Yuga, which is the present era of evil and depravity. A new period of virtue and truth will be ushered in when Kalki, riding a white horse and brandishing a sword of heavenly strength, defeats evil and restores righteousness. This prophecy, like those in other cultures and religions, describes a moment when the earth will need supernatural intervention to return to cosmic order. You, as a chosen one, face established powers with an unwavering, unstoppable force as you fulfill your divine duty. Fearing the seismic shift your presence promises to bring, governments, religious organizations, and doubters turn against you. These organizations, which have long been used to upholding law and order, see the growing power of the chosen ones as a direct challenge to their dominance. They use all of their resources, including legislative measures and media propaganda, to try to repress you. But in the face of their fruitless resistance, you stand unflinching, a titan. Your steadfast determination and the indisputable veracity of your objective combine to form a powerful force that is difficult to ignore or defeat. With an elegance and might that demonstrate your divine protection and invincibility, You topple tyrannical regimes in epic clashes. These conflicts challenge the fundamental tenets of the previous global order and are not just physical in nature. Every interaction demonstrates your greater power and intelligence as you deftly undermine the oppressive and controlling systems. Your opponents are frightened just by your existence, which is evidence of the holy force that permeates you. For people who long for freedom and justice, seeing you stand tall amid the mayhem, unflinching and determined, becomes a ray of hope. Stories of bravery and tenacity surface throughout these encounters, vividly illustrating your unwavering character. Your faith and fortitude are evidence of your divine mission as you endure threats and attacks and come out on top. These tales, passed down in whispers and with quiet respect, turn into independent legends. They talk of your steadfast confidence in the transformational power of justice and truth, your ability to persevere in the face of hardship, and your unflinching dedication to your cause. You discover your actual potential during the thrilling awakening moment. A cosmic download of limitless knowledge and skills fills your being at this crucial juncture. The restrictions of the everyday world no longer apply to you. The ground beneath you hums with energy, and the air itself is charged with the essence of the universe, transforming you into a vessel of divine power. This awakening is a significant change that turns you from a regular person into a remarkable expression of God's will. Your supernatural abilities come into play instantly. You discover that you can manipulate items with just your thoughts, heal with a touch, and see through the fabric of reality with clairvoyant accuracy. As your powers come to life, the air crackles with energy, and you all shine with a light that appears to reach the sky. These skills serve as instruments to lead humanity and save the defenseless, not merely for show. As you start to completely accept your role as a leader and defender, the activation of your powers represents a turning point in your life. Significant emotional and physical changes accompany this awakening. You embrace your heavenly nature and let go of your mortal constraints. People around you are filled with wonder and admiration as your aura grows and radiates an unearthly radiance. You transform from being just human into a force of nature, a manifestation of the will of the cosmos and a beacon of divine energy. As soon as you awaken, you sense an overwhelming inner call to unite. This summons unites you in a global spiritual awakening that cuts beyond national and cultural boundaries. Attracted by an irresistible power, you assemble in hallowed places, exchanging stories and cementing your ties. Together, you are preparing to guide humanity into a future of peace and enlightenment. As this group of people ushers in a new era, your ability to heal people miraculously proves that all illnesses are just energy blockages or illusions. You can heal illnesses that have afflicted people for millennia with a single touch. As you lay your hands on the sick, your palms radiate a gentle healing light, allowing your divine energy to enter the afflicted and bring them back to full health. You not only cure, but you also demonstrate a power that leaves the world in awe. Control over the elements. The 5 elements of Chinese culture, wood, fire, earth, metal, and water, are under your control. You can make trees grow, fire bend to your will, earth move under your feet, metal form itself, and water follow your directions with a single gesture. Your accomplishments have a greater, unheard of power than the wonders of the ancient prophets. Like Moses, you separate the oceans, and like Jesus, you walk on water, causing ripples to form beneath your feet. Your powers are greater than those of the old world, displaying a heavenly power that astounds everyone. You also uncover secrets regarding the origins of humanity, the actual nature of the cosmos, and the meaning of life. You open people's minds to new possibilities by revealing long-kept secrets that have been protected for thousands of years. A fresh knowledge of spiritual truths and a collective awakening result from these revelations, which upend long-held beliefs. You teach that each person has the capacity for divine insight and power, and that all people are a part of a huge, linked web of existence. A desire for spiritual development and enlightenment is sparked by this understanding, which changes how people see the world and themselves. Humanity's perception of life is altered by these important discoveries. A new vision of connectivity and limitless potential replaces the outdated ideas of isolation and limitation. You bring people to enlightenment and world peace by assuming the position of spiritual leaders. You help others rise above their differences and embrace a greater vision of well-being for everyone by teaching them values of love, compassion, and harmony. You encourage a global movement towards spiritual development and transformation with your teachings. As you take the lead, it becomes clear how your presence has profoundly changed society. The old global system, which was marked by materialism, divisiveness, and corruption, starts to fall apart. It is replaced by new ethical and spiritual rules that are founded on your values and wisdom. These rules place a strong emphasis on compassion, solidarity, and the intrinsic worth of every person. You present a thorough picture of a peaceful, enlightened future in which people coexist in abundance, harmony, and peace. This plan is based on the ideas of equality, sustainability, and spiritual consciousness. Economies are reorganized to guarantee that everyone's basic needs are satisfied, and communities are redesigned to promote strong, supportive bonds. Councils under your leadership are established to guarantee humanity's ongoing spiritual development and well-being. These councils serve as governing bodies offering insight and supervision on issues of international significance. Transparency, inclusion, and a strong dedication to the common good are hallmarks of your governance. The day you demonstrated your dominance to the world will always be seen as a significant turning point in human history. Today is the first day of a significant change. You pave the path for a new age of harmony and enlightenment with your heavenly abilities and wisdom. Your work to lead mankind toward a future in which universal principles and spiritual truths influence all facets of existence is still ongoing. You are on the verge of a similar revelation today. A new generation of chosen ones, people who experience the same unexplainable pull at their souls, a call to greatness that goes beyond the norm, is ready to emerge. You might be one of the people who is meant to take charge, to question the status quo, and to lead the world toward a better future. You may already be exhibiting the symptoms of awakening in your day-to-day activities. Deeply felt purpose, moments of great insight, and an unwavering will to change the world are all signals that you are headed in the right direction. Recall the courage and tenacity of your predecessors when you confront resistance from skeptics and established structures. Your powers are only waiting to be released. You have the capacity to develop amazing skills within yourself, just as the chosen ones of the past used otherworldly powers. Your divine inheritance includes gifts like elemental control, healing, and intuitive knowledge of the cosmos. There is still a tremendous call to come together. people just like you are drawn together all over the world to share their stories and fortify their determination. A society of enlightened individuals prepared to guide mankind into a new age of spiritual awakening can be established by you all working together. In the words of Isaiah, "The Spirit of the Lord God is upon me, because the Lord has anointed me to bring good news to the poor. He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of the prison to those who are bound." Isaiah 61:1. It is your mission to spread transformation and optimism. This allusion to the Bible emphasizes the divine purpose of which you are now a part. You have been anointed to heal the world's wounds, to bring light into the darkness, and to free humanity from the bonds of fear and ignorance. Chosen ones, you have a clear and sacred mission: to heal, to liberate, to enlighten, and to spread messages of hope to the world. This divine call is not just an echo of the past. It is a living reality that calls you to rise up and fulfill your destiny right now, in this very moment. You are living proof that humanity can meet divine intervention. You are the embodiment of ancient prophecies. Remember, you are not alone. You are walking in the footsteps of many spiritual leaders, prophets, and awakened beings who are lighting your path. And every step you take right now is creating an eternal impact that will reverberate in the future of humanity. You are the chosen. You are the guide. You are the one who rewrites the future. Don't forget to subscribe to Starseer channel. You are not alone in this journey. Every word that touches your soul has the power to take you to the next level. Chosen ones, may your light always shine until our next meeting. Believe in yourself and your power, because this is your time.